How's it going, everybody? It is your boy, the one and only Chaos Gamer, with finally some first anniversary news on Ultra Impact. So we're going to be taking a look at the anniversary units and seeing whether or not I was correct and they are meant to be one of the best units in the game, or they're going to be not that good and then I was wrong and then people are actually not going to summon for these brand new units. Mind you, as I hope they are broken, they could disappoint us here. But I am not going to be thinking negative about that. I'm going to be thinking positive, and hopefully Bakugo is better. That's all I'm thinking about. So with that, let's not waste any more time. Let's blow this shit up like the whole planet destroyed. And let's get started with the video. Mind you, I'm recording at a late time as well. So let's start with the Katsuki Bakugo Heroes Depart. New UR. I don't know what his color is. They didn't show it in the producer's letter video, so I'm gonna have to see once they announce it on the Discord, and I'll probably just make like a comment about it once we find out what his typing is, and Midoriya as well. We don't know what Midoriya's typing is, so we're just gonna look at his action skills first, and then we're gonna look at his auto and his plus ultra skills later. So his first action skill, which is the stun grenade, he deals 250% damage to all opponents. I love when they do that. Increases character's power by 25% for 5 turns, so he's getting a power boost for 5 turns. Then he has a low chance of blinding all opponents by 3 turns. But I don't know why they said by, except for, mind you, these are Japanese people typing it and they're trying to translate it as fast as they can, so they don't have time to pre-fruit it. So it's whatever, you know, I understand what they mean. But okay, so he's getting power and he's also having the chance to blind opponents. It sounds like the old Bakugo that came out, like the first ever Bakugo that came out in the game, which is not bad. It's very good. I just wish they added like a little bit more to what he does, but I'll take the power boosting by 25%. So let's take a look at his second action skill, which is the explosive speed turbo. Deals 350% damage to a single opponent. Increases character's critical hit rate by 20% for 5 turns. Also increases character plus ultra gauge by 30%. Okay, so what I'm looking at this Bakugo is that he's meant to absolutely kill. Like, I feel like the rest of his kit is gonna have to do something with boosting his power, because what I see right now is that he's killing. Like, power by 25%, critting for 20%. Mind you, 20% is not a lot, but you can still get it off majority of the time. And also increasing plus ultra gauge by 30% in 2 turns, especially if you have a plus UR support memory that boosts your plus ultra gauge. In 2 to 3 turns, he's gonna get his plus ultra every time he activates the skill, and that's it. Somebody's gonna die for free, for free. Because when you crit somebody, damage reduction doesn't come into play. You're critting them. You're going through that damage reduction, and you're gonna say bye-bye. You're done, GG, obliterated, go next. But, so that's what I see with his first action skill and his second action skill. Now, how I would use this Bakugo personally, if I had him in the game right now, is that I would activate his first action skill, and then I would activate his second action skill. The reason being is because he is increasing his power by 25%. I want that extra 25% for my second action skill, because I'm going to be hitting the enemy, one enemy, for more damage than I would on my first action skill. So that's how I would see myself using this Bakugo if I was playing with him in game. Mind you, we will be doing a showcase on this Bakugo as soon as I pull him. Yes, I'm that confident. I'm going to pull this Bakugo no matter what. So let's take a look at his other kit, which is going to be the plus ultra move, which is the burst speed ogre buster. I almost said booster. Ogre buster. He deals 700% damage to a single opponent, increases character's power by 50% for 3 turns, and then makes the character aesthetic for 3 turns. Mind you, I don't know what aesthetic means as for now on the top of my head. I feel like I had this same problem before, but the fact that he's increasing his power by 50% for 3 turns once you get the plus ultra, it's like they said, yo, Bakugo is a murderer. Let's make him a murderer in this game. He's a murderer. That's it. That's insane. 50%? And then he's getting critical hit rate as well. Oh, brother. All I gotta tell ya is that if you don't have a red character, because apparently he's quote-unquote green. Like, that's why everybody assumes he's green, but they might change it. I don't know. Like, if you have a red character, good luck, because no damage reduction is saving them. So you're going to have to be trusted by your base defense and the fact that you are weaker to the type disadvantage of Bakugo. Because this is insane. This is insane. Okay, so his first auto skill is win and save. A character... No, wait. I said if. I can't speak. If character did not land a critical hit, increases character's critical hit rate by 5% for 5 turns. Also increases character's plus ultra gauge by 5% when landing a critical hit. So, wow. So if he doesn't land a critical hit, he increases critical hit rate by 5% for 5 turns. So if that stacks, oh my god, that's gonna be crazy. And then mind you, if he does land a critical hit, he's getting plus ultra gauge, so he's gonna get his plus ultra even faster. Yo, what is this, man? It's like somebody dumped him and now he's out for revenge. Like, there's no other way to describe this Bakugo other than like an assassin. Like top 10 world assassin. He's just meant to kill. Like, I'm sorry, I keep on saying the same stuff, but look at his kit and tell me what else can you describe him as. Like, it's insane. And then his second auto skill, which is Shut Your Blabbering and Die, he gives character ability to overwhelm. I don't know what that means. But then he increases character's power by 7% for 5 turns after landing a critical hit. So he's getting even more power once he lands a critical hit as well. So if that stacks as well, this Bakugo is going to be one of the most damage dealing characters in the game. I think he is one of the most damage dealing characters in the game. We have to see in game how it's going to work out, but this man is just absolutely insane. He is just something that you cannot survive at all. You're just not meant to survive at all. And he could be good for anything because he's increasing his power. So, and he's going through damage reduction as well. So any boss that has damage reduction, that doesn't exist for this Bakugo. Mind you, again, I'm saying the same stuff, but it's like damage reduction is ass to this Bakugo. He's spitting on damage reduction. So let's take a look at the next one, which is going to be the Midoriya. Oh, I have it reversed. It's whatever. We can take a look at this side of him first, and then we'll take a look at his action skills and see what he's able to do from here. So his plus ultra move, which is known as the Detroit Slash, he deals 700% damage to a single opponent. Also inflicts some of the damage dealt to character. If character has persistent, reduces character's action skill cooldown time by 1. When character skill impact is increased by 30%. Oh, I said when. Character skill impact is increased by 30% when HP is below 50%. Okay, so I don't like the action skill cooldown time by 1. I hate it. I don't like it. It's not that good. 1 doesn't really make a difference like that unless you're like 2 turns away from getting an action skill and then it changes to 1. Then that's whatever. But not a huge fan of that. If it was by 2, then it would have been something different. Then I would have gave him a little bit more respect. But also the fact that his character skill impact is increased by 30% when HP is below 50%. So you mean to tell me that I cannot activate my plus ultra until I am below 50% HP to get an extra boost in my power? Does that make any sense? What is this? This plus ultra is bad besides the damage boost, and I don't even understand the rest. Doesn't go, like, what? Whatever, let's move on. His first auto skill, which is Save and Win, increases character plus ultra gauge by 15% when a wave starts. If one ally gets knocked out, increases character skill impact by 30%. If 2 allies gets knocked out, increases character's power by 30%. Okay, so you're not meant to have him in the front slot, or if you are meant to have him in the front slot, you have to let the other 2 die and protect this Midoriya at all costs, because that's what he's looking like. He wants characters to die to get even more power, which I'm not a huge fan of. I mean, he will be super strong, but I don't like that you have to let other characters die so he can get stronger, because the whole point of the game basically is to cook guys 3v3. Like, why is it that people have to die so you can get stronger? I'm not a huge fan of that mechanic. So let's take a look at the second auto skill, which is Can Go Back Now. When HP is below 20%, once per battle, gives character persistence for 3 turns. If 3 allies gets knocked out, increases character's power by 60%. If 4 allies get knocked out, gives character persistence for 3 turns. Okay. So if you want to use this Midoriya at his max potential, you want people to die. So basically what I'm getting at is that Midoriya should be the last character that you use, like all the way in the back, number 5, on the corner, in the timeout zone. He should be all the way back there waiting so that he could come in and finish people off. That's what I see this Midoriya as. Like, he's the protagonist coming in at the last moment and trying to finish people off. Mind you, I'm gonna say it, I don't like his auto skills because of that reason. I mean, sure, he's gonna be probably like powerful as hell, but the fact that you have to wait for that, mind you, you're probably gonna finish most bosses very fast. And if you can, I mean, cool, then you use this Midoriya as a last resort. But to me, I would like to use this Midoriya right away. So I'm not a huge fan of what his kit has to offer in terms of me having to wait for people dying in order for him to be used at his full potential. But it's whatever, you know, he's good when 4 people are dead. Let's take a look at his action skills. The first one being the Detroit Smash. Deals 450% damage to a single opponent. Increases character's plus ultra gauge by 15%. Also inflicts some of the damage dealt to character. Again, I don't know what they mean by damage inflict to character. If they mean that his hitting himself or he's hitting somebody else, that's bad. I don't like that, because then you're basically it's basically like, oh, I'm gonna kill you now as well after I attacked him, so you get to die, bye-bye. And then if he kills me, that's on me then. Sorry, it wasn't my problem. You know, I was built like this. That's what I see. Like, why is it that he's doing that? Okay, and then his second action skill, which is the continuous full body limit, increases character's power by 30% for 3 turns, increases character's skill impact by 40% for 3 turns, also gives the character ability to make a last stand 1 time. So his second action skill is not even a move, it's just boosting his stuff. Okay, so how I would use this Midoriya is that I would use the second action skill first, and then I will use this first action skill, because I need that skill impact by 40%, and I'm going to want to do 500% damage to the enemy. Mind you, 500% damage is a lot. That's a lot to take in, especially if you are, I don't know if the inflict some of the damage to a character means that he's going to be hitting the other character with more damage, or if it's like you're hitting your teammates with more damage. It's just, if that's the case, then I wouldn't even bother using the second action skill. I'll just go first, and then I'll do second, and then wait until they actually like start to be weakened, and then I'll just finish it off with the combo of the second action skill and the first action skill. We'll just do those two. But with that is basically everything that we have in terms of the units, breaking them down. Now, in terms of the characters kit, who I prefer, you guys already know. I want Bakugo. And the reason is not even because Bakugo is my favorite character. We read the kits together, and you guys get a better understanding. Bakugo is getting power just by breathing and using his action skills, and using his plus ultra as well. Midoriya has to wait, and waiting so long just to use your actions, like your actual power, it's just not my type of forte. I like to actually cook on the spot, turn like 3 or something, or turn 2. Not waiting like 8 turns or something. I'm probably not even going to use the Midoriya at all, but that's if you want him at his full power. If you don't really care about that, you can put him in the front and he'll still be cooking with 500% plus ultra, not plus ultra gauge damage. He'll be doing skill impact damage with 500%, and you'll get even more damage as the battle goes on. And he has last stand as well, which that could go away as well depending on the situation, or if the character hitting you like multiple times, that does go away as well. But that's basically whatever. If you don't care about that, you could put Midoriya in the front and do whatever you want. But with that, that's where we're going to end today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and comment if you want to. You don't have to, but it's always greatly appreciated. Also subscribe. Let me know in the comments who the hell are you going to be summoning for after looking at their kits. And with that, I'll see ya when I see ya.